In the news tonight, wanted bulletins issued for 2 suspects in Linden double murder. And Neil Mark says he wouldn't work with the new GPA executive following Nazima Ragabir's re-election. People will say Neil is bitter. You don't want to work with the executive, but you can work with the members.
I can't work with an executive that came into office on the basis of rigged elections.
So it is unfortunate that Mr. Marks would not participate or even work in anything that we do, because we were looking to invite him to sit on the membership committee as a broad-based committee examining membership on the way forward.
A man suspected to have been involved in a deadly home invasion in Linden on Saturday morning was found dead in an abandoned house a day later, while another is in police custody. The police in a press statement said the body of the so far unidentified suspect was found lying naked on the bathroom floor with multiple chop wounds about his body. According to a statement, the police arrived at the house at approximately 1:45 hours on Sunday, where the 2 suspects were found. Commander Curly Simon said they are working to identify the body of the man found on Sunday morning. The suspected bandit in custody is said to be cooperating with the police. Reports are that the 3 men entered the Block 22 home where they murdered 87-year-old Johnson Bowen and 58-year-old Emmanuel DeSantos, a minor, at approximately 4:20 hours Saturday morning. According to the police, Vashti Bowen told investigators that she was asleep when she heard the noise and got up to check when she observed the 3 suspects in the house, 2 of whom were armed with guns and 1 with a cutlass. She recounted that the suspect armed with a cutlass was pulling her 87-year-old father from the bedroom. She also said that her nephew, who lived next door, pushed open the door and entered the house and held on to one of the suspects from behind, choking him. Her husband and son began lashing the other suspect with a mop stick, and the 2 suspects began discharging their firearms indiscriminately. Her father was shot in the process, while another family member was shot to the face, left chest, and lower back. As the suspects were leaving, DeSantis gave chase and was shot. During an examination of the body of the 87-year-old Johnson Bowen, ranks observed a laceration to the back of the head, left armpit, and upper left hand. Gunshot injuries were observed at the center of his back, upper right side back, lower right side back, left side chest, and upper left arm. DeSantis had a laceration to his head, and gunshot injuries were observed to the back of his neck, lower back, left thigh, and 2 wounds to his left knee. Meanwhile, a Guyana police force today issued wanted bulletins for 2 Linden men in connection with Saturday's double murder. The men wanted for questioning are 30-year-old Troy Bruce, called Blacker, and John Ross, called Junior. Ross's age is unknown. The police said the last known address of Bruce was Lot 26, Wisma Hill, Linden, while Ross, according to the police, last known address was given as 5 Corner, Linden. The police are asking anyone who knows the whereabouts of the 2 men to contact the nearest police station.
Drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the 2 combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime, extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
What is local government? Local government is the system of locally elected members representing their communities and making decisions on their behalf. Local factors such as geography, the environment, economic opportunities, and health can be better taken account of by local governments charged with making decisions that affect their communities. These decisions can relate to the effective and efficient provision of services to meet community needs, to the regulation of certain functions, to facilitation of local activities, and to pursue community goals. In making these decisions, councils have to report to their communities in a clear and accountable way. Local authorities cannot achieve their objectives alone. They work closely with central government and with other organizations, public bodies, businesses, and citizens. Once elected, local governments are empowered to serve the people who live within the municipality or neighborhood democratic council and constituencies to which they were elected. Monday, June 12, 2023 is Local Government Elections Day. For further information, contact GCOM or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Guyana, ride into the future with the next generation eco-friendly Axiom installed elevators and escalators. Call us today on telephone number 619-0899 or 648-0934. Email us at axiomliftsgy@gmail.com for affordable elevators, escalators, moving walks, industrial lifts, home solutions, modernization, repair, and servicing. Axiom Elevator Services, technology for people on the move.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPS CCU, the credit union you can bank on.
I'm Anshul. I'm the manager over here at Brooklyn Institute of Vocational Training. We provide home health aid training here. For that, we have flexible classes, which includes morning, evening, and the weekend class. You can choose any class, whichever is convenient for you. Also, this career is now at the peak. This career pay rate increases from 1909 till up to 2109 now. I speak different languages, which includes Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bangla, and our certificate is recognized all over the New York because we are licensed from Board of Education. Once you graduated from our school, you can work with any agency anywhere in New York. Our address is 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. Guys, I know the name is Brooklyn Institute, but we are located in Queens. I repeat the address, 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. 11419 is our zip code, and my number is 929-386-0092. If you have any questions, you can always call me, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. Don't forget to check our website, www.mybrooklyn.institute.com. Come join our school and get home health aid certificate, as we like to believe changing lives one student at a time.
The long overdue Guyana Press Association election was held last Sunday at the Theatre Guild, with the incumbent Nazima Ragabay being re-elected to the post. Ragabay defeated Neil Marks, a former president of the GPA and veteran journalist, 70-25. Marks was disappointed in defeat and alleged that the election was rigged. The list padded and said he would not work with the elected executive.
I'm not pledging my support to work with the executive. I'm pledging my support to work as a member of the GPA.
So you won't work with the executive?
No. I'm going to work with the GPA once they're able to discuss our issues reasonably, and I will discuss it with members and see what changes they want. If it is that they want to engage the executive, then fine, I'm happy to do that.
People will say Neil is bitter. You don't want to work with the executive, but you can work with the members.
I can't work with an executive that came into office on the basis of rigged elections.
And you won't challenge those elections, the outcome of the election?
Yes, I will go about setting to challenge I took pictures of the list of people who they claim were eligible to vote. And like I said, off the top of my head, I was able to pull out 2 right away. And I'm sure that when I sit down and look at the list, I'll find many, many more. So like I said, these elections were rigged. The list was heavily padded in favor of Ms. Raghuveer and, let me just say Ms. Raghuveer.
Now, the entire process was open and transparent, and those who were eligible with dues up to date were allowed to participate in the process, and this was observed by members of the diplomatic corps. Raghuveer said it was unfortunate that Marks has expressed his unwillingness to work with the executive.
In this foyer, on numerous occasions, people came, and that is when they knew that their names were on the list and they could have voted and they could not vote. The convention repeatedly referred to happened the time Mr. Marks ran for elections and one time after in total violation of our constitution. It should have never been allowed. And you as reporters should ask the previous president. So Mr. Enrico Wolford is walking there, Adam Harris, Julia Johnson, and don't take my word for it. There have been previous times when there were cutoff times and people were given a particular period to register. This was a time when you didn't have a website to register. You didn't have social media and WhatsApp to contact people and follow up on paying your dues. You had to walk or you had to use the telephone, right? So it is unfortunate that Mr. Marks would not participate or even work in anything that we do, because we were looking to invite him to sit on the membership committee as a broad-based committee examining membership on the way forward. There are things that I'm not pleased about, including the fact that many members were not able to pay their dues in time for the 6th of May. And it would have meant support for me as well as Mr. Marks, but we had given a month's notice for people to do that. We cannot be working and looking at other organizations and all of that and don't have some discipline. It comes back to that. And it is disappointing, but there are other members, including people from his news organization, who've indicated a willingness to sit on committees of the Guyana Press Association. I want to say that we have a lot of work to do as the GPA. And it is not about the people elected here today. It is the members of the press. It is about you being part of the GPA and holding us accountable and making your demands and working on those demands. It cannot be on the people elected here today to do that. It is you. And this is why I am committed, and I said that before. Let me just make this very clear. It was not my intention to run again. It was my colleagues, many of them who you see in that room, who came and asked me to do that and to be able to do some more work for the association. And that is based on all relationships I've had with each and every one of you.
Roll Tony was elected vice president, Swetalana Marshall was elected treasurer, and Ariana Gordon was elected assistant treasurer. Ivor Wharton was elected secretary. Committee members are Alva Solomon, Marcel Fowler, Nigel Fraser, and Dennis Chabral.
Why you must vote at local government elections. Local government officials make decisions every day that affect the well-being of your life, the lives of your family and community. By voting for a voluntary group, political party or individual candidate of your choice, you will be electing the people who will make these very important decisions. If you don't vote, then you allow other people who do vote to choose local government officials without your input. Those others may not share your views about issues that matter to you. Voting also provides you with an opportunity to remind the elected government officials officials that they are accountable to you. Every eligible citizen has the right and responsibility to vote at local government elections. Monday, June 12, 2023 is Local Government Elections Day. For further information, contact GCOM on 225-0277-9, 226-6557, 223-9650, or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks for wash your soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright, have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Starbrook Market.
Miss Anne! Miss Anne!
Oh, hi, darling.
Help me out with this thing, man. You just know everything. What's all this talk about local government election?
Local government refers to the mayor and councillors who manage the affairs of our towns, like Georgetown, and the chairman and councillors of the Neighborhood Democratic Council.
Oh, but why is that important to me?
Dolly, it is very important. Every day, local government officials make decisions that affects you, your family, and the community. They serve the people within the community in which they were elected.
Oh, Miss Anne, me not understand all them big words you use there. Tell me what local government does do.
All right, Dolly. Local government is responsible for maintaining and protecting public property, like our community centers and the playgrounds, for collecting the garbage, maintenance of the streets, cleaning of the drains and the carpets, and so much more.
Oh, I now understand. Thanks, Miss Anne.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna show off for me friends them why I will vote at the local government elections.
That's a good thing. Let's go.
Monday, June 12, 2023 is Local Government Elections Day. For further information, contact GCOM or visit the GCOM website at www.gcom.org.gy.
A fugitive from justice in the United States is back on U.S. soil after he was captured in Guyana last Friday. The man, Bob Allen Stark, was deported to the U.S. on Sunday morning. The United States Embassy in a statement today said on Friday officers of the Guyana Police Force and Criminal Investigations Department, in a joint effort with the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions and the United States Diplomatic Security Service, arrested Stark, who had fled to Guyana to escape justice in the U.S. The 52-year-old Stark, according to reports, is wanted in the U.S. on suspicion of sexual assault of a child with one in a position of trust. The U.S. Embassy's statement said, acting on information, the Guyana Police Force, in collaboration with the Diplomatic Security Service, located Stark, and he was escorted back to the United States by federal agents to face charges. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.